Okay, here we have my newly rebuilt tricopter. I took an old RC Explorer body that was included in with a used tricopter I bought a while ago. I added an LED light, well actually the motors, the ESCs, and pretty much just the motors and ESCs all came from an HJY3 tricopter that I had for a long time, but every time you crash that thing, and it happens when you get a little ambitious when you fly, you crash it and you have to go and either print up new arms or buy a whole new frame, and that got to be really old after a while. And plus I didn't really like the servo mechanism that was on there, and no matter what I did to rectify it, it really wasn't that great of a yaw mechanism servo combination. I ended up trying to replace it with a Flite test tough tilt, but in the end it was just, I scrapped the whole project, pulled all the electronics off of it, and used the remaining bits to build this. Now, like I said, the ESCs are the motors, the props, the prop adapters are all from the HJY3. I installed a new KK mini board, and I'm reusing the AR500 Spectrum receiver. I added a 12-volt LED light up front, which is fantastic for orientation. And then I found a couple of these battery trays, vibration isolator mounts, that were on sale at RC groups. So I bought two of them, and they fit perfectly with the RC Explorer body. You can see right here. They fit right on it, so that's actually pretty cool, and even better because I have an old bat bones that I'm going to be using to make a V-tail pretty soon. Now, what I bought new, of course, was the landing legs. I got them from RC Explorer, and I got the motor mounts. These are 10mm booms that I painted yellow because I like that visibility. Plus, I think it looks pretty cool. And also, I bought from RC Explorer the tilt mechanism, which is outstanding, as David always says. Outstanding. But this is possibly one of the easiest tilt mechanisms to use. And I have to thank Serial Killer and a couple of the guys on RC groups for suggesting it to me. I mean, this thing is installed like that. And it works with these Turnigy 210, I believe, servos. It works just perfect with them. So this thing installed in seconds, and it's good to go. It works great with this KK2 board, and I have it installed in the M7 configuration where the servo is on channel 7, I guess, or a 7th slot, or whatever you want to call that, and it seems to work just fine using David's settings from his video. Now, you notice there's a couple of these little guys right here. Now, what they are, they're just to lock the arms in place, because no matter how hard I try, if I make them too loose, I'll be flying a little aggressively, and the arms will fold. So I put these in place. Now, you're going to say, oh, that's going to stop the arms from folding back. No, these will break before the arms do. They're just zip ties. So they're sort of just to stop it from a high acceleration, folding during high acceleration, which I tend to do. Now, this came with a little tilt for a GoPro, but I'm probably not going to use that. What I'm going to use is, hold it, where'd it go to? Reach in the bag, and there it is. I have a little run cam, a 3D printed run cam holder that's going to go right there when I need to. Now it's just Velcroed in place, and then I put a battery strap around it to hold it in place. And that actually works really nice. So that's pretty much it, and it flies really good. So I'll probably do that, show you that in a second. Okay, we're outside right now, and it's a little bit windy of a day, gusts of about up to 11 or 12 miles an hour. So it's not the best maiden kind of day, but Alright, so we are set. I've got auto level on, and I've installed the run cam, just like I said, in that 3D printed holder. And I've got a 2200 milliamp hour 3S battery on this. Let's get this headset on. Alright. Okay, motors are going. Nice and steady. Turns nicely. I've tuned the PIDs to basically David suggested settings to start off with, and then I'm going to probably tweak them a little bit more because I noticed some shaking just a tiny bit. Yeah, I could see a little bit of shaking, but all in all, it flies nice. And it is a windy day. And it's a little tight quarters here in the yard. And of course the black gnats are out. But I'm seriously happy with the way this thing performs. Of course, as soon as I get it up high, that's when the wind starts to pick up. It's almost as if it sensed it and said, you know, let's make this video as problematic as possible. Stay away from the trampoline. And under the clothesline. And out in the clear again. Now the only thing I haven't done is hook up the voltage alarm through the KK board, or the KK Mini. It takes just a single 12-volt positive lead that you got to pull off, like the battery lead or something. And there's a single plug. I have Arduino plugs that I could use for that, and that's what I'm going to do. But I always like to fly with a voltage alarm, because those things are loud as hell. Stupid bugs. Now this is not an AP frame. This is I'm going to make this more into aerobatic. So I'm probably going to be ditching the Mobius or Run Cam, and eventually I want to put some FPV gear on this. Nice. The arms on this thing are only about 10 inches, actually 10 3/4 inch long arms. And if you're curious, I used ash for the wood. That's what I had. I know everybody says, oh, use basswood, it's light, it's durable, but heck, if ash is good enough for a baseball bat, I guess it's good enough for booms for a tricopter, right? Let's bring it in a little bit more. Okay. Whoop, a little windy. Yep, see, it's getting moved all around the sky right now. It is tight back here. Plus, I've flown a tricopter into that trampoline, so I'm a little bit leery about going near it. See how my neighborhood looks from up there. And let's come in for a landing. And disarm. And that's it. Nice flight.